Hello folks, Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on a New York Comic Con disclaimer is what this really is. Look, I never intended to show this footage to my audience. In fact, if anything, I was actually going to throw it away. But then I came to the realization that maybe years down the road, it could be used for archival purposes, and it could probably be used for educational purposes to kind of show how good the audience in the future has it attending the show versus the very first time I got to attend. It was very lackluster. A lot of the key players were missing. Sideshow, Mattel, Hasbro, NECA, Mezco One, Nintendo, Sega. The list goes on. It was very underwhelming. So I just wanted to, just add this disclaimer and just look. The video that you're about to see, I don't think is very entertaining, but it being educational, yeah, probably.
That's the coverage.
Hello folks, hello, Denobi2 here. Hopefully my audio is coming in, you guys can hear me. I gotta say, this is my first time here at the Javits Center. I'm impressed. I didn't think this place would be this big. It's 10 a.m., it's October the 7th, and they're letting us in. This is cool though, because I got access, they gave me press access for the show, so this is really gonna be interesting. I'm so used to going to San Diego, so it'll be really interesting to compare this event to San Diego, so let's enter.
I kind of put it on this hand, and then I have like 10 steps down, like on this one. Go back to get it. Well, because it was too much, on the block, so.
Oh, they got gaming centers here. They got the Dragon Ball Z here. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that does look cool. Look at that.
This is a big floor. I gotta say, I'm impressed so far. I really am. I'm really impressed. I didn't think this floor would be this big.
Looking for Sideshow here.
That's right, baby, let's go! New York Comic Con, baby, if you're in the building, come on,
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, sir! Whatnot Mania from 2057, that's right, if you have not yet, be sure to download the Whatnot app,
What's this?
Buy, sell, and go live, that's right, Whatnot. Don't forget to check out Stash Room at booth 2057. That's right, baby. Whatnot is in the building and we're getting done. Come on. Download that Whatnot app. Be sure to download that Whatnot app. There are QR codes everywhere. Do your thing, baby. Let's get it going. Line up across along this Whatnot.
I don't really have a clear path. I'm essentially, this is the first day, so I'm just exploring the floor.
Go live. Whatnot is in the building, baby.
Oh, what do we have here? Tenacious Toys. Oh, I bought stuff from them. I actually like this company because they're one of the few that I was able to go back and pick up synthetic humans, 1,000 toys. So they are legit. I absolutely would endorse them. I don't know what, I don't know if they're doing exclusives here though. Let's take a look.
That's real. In a bottle. It's shitty for me and it's shitty for everyone else.
Let me see what they're selling here. So we're Vader's Vault. I actually know this site because I came really close to making a purchase. I was going through like a big lightsaber kick, so the fact that they're here is actually really cool. Yeah, they're known for their unique and custom lightsabers. So this is nice. This is the fact that I can actually hold one, and you can kind of feel like the weight and the metal is actually really cool. So I was not aware that they'd be here. So this is definitely something on my radar that I may be making. You know what? I'm going to ask her really quick. Is there purchases? Are you doing anything exclusive for the con as far as the lightsabers goes? The one very top one? Oh, I actually like that. The Halo one right there is actually really neat.
Not all appreciated.
You know, it's different because I've been on this site and I've looked around, but the fact that you can actually hold this now, it's a completely different experience. It's a different experience, yeah. Oh, that is cool. Lord Vader. Oh, these are badass. This is cool. All right, this is definitely one for the books here. Not making any purchases yet.
I just got I don't know how much I need to hold back, so let's keep going.
So they have like the cause. This is what I would also consider more of the art style toys. Oh, they got some really cool stuff here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back and
Sorry. They got the Funkos. See, I don't
mess with the Funkos, man. I got time for all that nonsense. No, sir.
I'm not in line. The loot boxes over here. The golden. Cool. Sorry. eBay here. Oh, the official merch. Yeah, I don't
know if I'm going to choose any of this New York Comic. I don't know if I need New York Comic Con t-shirt. I don't see anything
exclusive though. I don't. What do they have? What do they have? Yeah, I don't see anything worth. No. Don't see it. Don't see anything there. Maybe they got pins or something here. eBay. eBay has a booth. I don't think I've ever seen eBay at a show. Paramount Original. Oh, the captain's chair here. Oh, this is that new show, Star Trek Prodigy. That's cool. Comics, eBay. Wonder what they're doing. Let's go check them out. I gotta say though, it's not as crowded. The fact that I can walk around here and not. What are they doing here? They're either. What are they doing for freebies here? Do you know? It's like buttons or something? Okay. I wonder if I should stand in line for this.
Well, you can see Funko booths around here. They don't have
Oh.
them. Yeah, so it's so weird at the
Oh, that's cool. Homelander.
Downtown Manhattan. Yeah, well,
I had already talked about it.
I don't know what the exclusives are here. Nothing I see. Oh, XM official. Wow. Oh, statue pieces here. That looks cool. XM. Oh, I know that. Shin Godzilla. Wow.
okay, so this seems to work.
Look at these. Sorry. That is cool. That's pretty damn impressive. tengo.
Te voy a enseñar una carta, le tomo la foto.
Oh, it's Batman. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, that's only 13.
Come on, let's get that app downloaded, whatnot, scan the QR code, and keep it moving.
So far, only one email.
I got already. Pristine auctions. Hoverboards. That's so sweet.
Like, maybe like. And then this little crowd of people over here. There's a little kiosk that's behind all of them.
Everything that you see on display is
Very cool.
These are models. This one's all electric. Hence the quiet.
Suppose. Get out, excuse me.
Se tomó la foto con el Power Ranger. Ahí se falla.
Can I have your mini mate? You don't have to. Ninja Turtles mini mate.
Oh, cool, thank you. What's that?
Yo, what's up?
Oh, you do? Whole item. I sold it.
Go ahead, no, sorry.
Get out, dude.
No, not yet on this.
Just take it in there and feel it.
Oh, I went there already.
I was asking. This is the
But it's not a complete bus because we got some nimble people.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I'll be honest with you. I've not bought a ticket yet.
No.
Yeah.
Don't. I mean, at this point, you're not going to get into any of the panels. You're not going to get any of the spots, get any exclusive items. Again, if you're on the from it, and oh, nice. It's actually certified. Oh, that's fine.
Still with the bumper. Right? Yeah.
These are cool.
Look, I'll take a picture of the tower. I like macro. I just thought you got too much, but that's not so that's not. So how about boss? I think the boss is kind of yeah. All you have to get is plastic.
I was hoping you remember the name. Like how far? Like in this way? Yeah. They got like
Soups out here or what? All right, then I need you to go wild, go crazy. It's Starlight herself. Give it up for everybody. We've got Karen Fukuhara. Give it up for Jack Quinn. Give it up for the deep. It's Chase Cropper. And folks, go wild, go crazy. It's Homelander. Give it up for Anthony
To be back doing this shit. I'm so good to see you guys.
Can I just say it really quickly? The first time we ever did a New York Comic Con, we came out here, no one knew what this show was at all. To get that kind of welcome, thank you so, so much. Seriously.
This is a stocked, packed room, and we are just so excited to be here to do a retrospective on seasons 1 and 2. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yes, it was me. It was all me. So thank you. So if we're going to do a retrospective, we should probably take it all the way back to the beginning. Anthony, we'll start with you.
Oh God.
How did you first? Do you remember first hearing about the show?
Yeah, I was actually working on something else, and I didn't have time to audition, and I got a lot of shit from my agents, and finally threw a tape down out of anger in my trailer, just with my iPad, like, just this horrible audition, and they liked it, and here we are, and I'm still doing it, and no one's caught me. It's great.
It's a magical story.
It's truly worth hearing, and I'm glad that you are all here for it.
Children, you can learn from it. I love it. Anything else remember where, do you have a moment where you remember you heard about the show or it piqued your interest?
I just heard from my reps, like they sent me a script. I had no idea it was a comic book initially. I just thought someone made an amazing TV show about America and then put superheroes into it. And I was like, I need to be a part of this show. Like if I'm not Huey, I have to be, I don't know, some guy screaming like, I love you, the deep, or something in the background. Like I need to be a part of this show. So, I guess it worked out. Here I am. It's very fun. Thank you.
How about the audition process? Does anyone remember anything about the audition process and what that was like for this show?
Well, I remember, it's funny because when I was initially sent this, I was here in New York City, I was visiting my family, I was sitting in my living room, I got sent the script. I read nothing about the log line, and I was texting one of my best friends here, and I got it, and all I saw was the character name was Starlight, and I remember distinctly, literally texting her and saying, oh my God. I gotta read a script where I play a character named Starlight. You've got to be fucking kidding me. And then I read it, and it was a satire, and I was like, okay, I can 100% get on board with this. And then I auditioned, and months went by, so I could get to the massive bag full of roles that I really wanted and I haven't gotten. And then I reached out to my reps and was like, did you ever have any feedback, just hoping that maybe, and then they told me, oh yeah, you're testing tomorrow. So it was like 0 to 100 real quick. And then I did a 90-minute test, and I remember leaving, and I felt like I had run a marathon, and our showrunner said something that was so nice. And in the world of casting, people never do this, so as an actor, you're constantly always having such highs and lows, but the showrunner walked me out of the room, and he said to me, you know what, just so you know, no matter what happens, I adore you, and you're my creative choice, whether you get it or not, go home knowing that. And then here we are. Shout out to Eric Quickly for that lovely moment, because that does not usually happen. I love you too.
Thank you! Let's do that. I'm single, so... Sorry. Two got up so fast.
It took me longer than I thought to lose control, so I appreciate it. Does anybody else have any, hard to top Aaron's beautiful story about auditioning. Does anybody have any other audition memories?
The chill filled the air.
It's okay.
I just have one. I auditioned for Seth Rogen, and he read Butcher's lines.
Audition for Seth?
Yes,
wait.
I was so
Not
nervous.
as Seth Rogen.
No. I auditioned for the role of Seth Rogen in The Boys. No, I remember I was so nervous. I was pacing around, and all of a sudden, like he hadn't shown up yet, and I just heard his laugh in the distance. I just heard, and I'm like, okay, he's definitely approaching. And then I had to audition for him, and he's like a hero of mine, and he read Butcher's lines, and there's nothing more surreal than auditioning for one of your heroes and having that voice read like hardcore Cockney slang. Like, we're gonna get him in the boot, and then we're gonna bugger off. Like, I didn't know what world I was in. So that was a strange one.
Thank you for sharing that. I think we would just listen to you talk in Cockney Seth Rogen for the rest of the time. I think that would be enjoyed by all of us.
Hello, what's all this then?
All right, so the show premieres in 2019. At what point does life change and you realize, like, okay, this is going to be something big?
Everyone at once. Do you know what? The first year that we were doing the show, for me anyway, I'm not going to speak for you guys, but you can tell when you're on a crappy show. I've done a lot of crappy shows, and it's a familiar feeling for me when you realize, oh shit, I've got another Titanic. But this had a really special feeling straight off. It's not that funny, actually. It's awful.
No, I was just laughing at the people in the audience going, aw.
It worked out all right so far. But but you can
Gil Cannon. Moving on to the cast. Please put your hands together for Celeste O'Connor. Next up from Ghostbusters Afterlife, we have Mr. Logan Kim. It's my huge pleasure to introduce McKenna Grace. The next cast member is my huge pleasure to introduce Finn Wolfhard. Next up, an absolutely fabulous actor, Carrie Coon. Finally, the two people without whom we literally would not be here, producer Ivan Reitman and co-writer and director Jason Reitman. We are here.
It was about a year and a half ago, right? I thought we did this 5 years ago.
Well, speaking of which, Jason and Ivan, maybe you could talk a little bit about the genesis of Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Well, in 1977, my mother and father decided to have a child.
This is not an R-rated panel, I know.
Oh, sorry.
Ivan.
Well, I was lucky enough to get a great idea from Dan Aykroyd, sent me an 80-page script. And we made the film in 1984, rushing all the way. And it's amazing how you responded to it.
And I just want to thank you all for being here today and hanging in there for almost 40 years. And amazingly, about, I guess now 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, Jason came and said, you know, I think I want to talk to you about a Ghostbuster idea that I had. I just looked at him, he had just made these wonderful movies like Juno and Up in the Air and Young Adult. And I said, you have a great career going, why don't you want to do what your old man did? And then he told me a story that just knocked me out. I said, if you think you can do it, you got to go do it. And that's how it all started.
Jason, why did you want to do this?
You know, my whole life I was asked, would you make a Ghostbusters movie? And I made the incorrect, egotistical assumption that people wanted to see my Ghostbusters movie. When the truth is, what we all wanted to see was a Ghostbusters movie. We wanted another Ghostbusters movie. We wanted to get back into Ecto-1 again. We wanted to pick up the proton pack again. And that's where it came from. You know, I've said this story a lot, and maybe some of you have heard it before, but look, there was a moment where I just saw this girl in my head. She was 12 years old, she was picking up a proton pack in the middle of the field, and I didn't know who she was. And then I saw this teenage guy, and he was in Ecto-1, he was drifting through wheat fields, and I didn't know who he was. And when Harold Ramis passed away, I suddenly knew who they were. They were the Spenglers, and I knew I needed to tell this story.
And before I move on to the cast who have brought that to life, I'd like to speak with your co-writer a second, Gil. Could you talk a little bit about how you got involved and perhaps your own sort of personal history with busting ghosts?
Yeah, sure. My experience, I mean, Jason had a front row seat to Ghostbusters from the start. If Jason was a Spangler in this story, then I was more of a podcast in this story. Someone who came at it with absolute enthusiasm. I am a Ghostbusters fan. I became one the summer that we moved to America in 1984. So I was 7 years old, and Ghostbusters was the first Hollywood movie that I saw when we moved to the States, and it was a transformative experience. And it sort of, it hooked me into the power of cinema, what a movie could do when it was firing on all cylinders, and the tone of it, the magic, the scares, all of it kind of hooked me in. And so for me, it was just pure passion as a fan. And I've been lucky enough to be friends with Jason for a long time. We met randomly, and we started a conversation that we continue to this day, every day. And that conversation one day turned to his own destiny with his family, and that destiny led to picking up the baton of ghostbusting. And we were immediately thrilled by how organically the conversation and the story and the characters started to come together. And before we knew it, there was a world. And that journey has led us directly to this night, and it's absolutely amazing.
So if you'd seen Scarface in 1984, this would be a very different panel.
Exactly right. I was just so lucky that I was like, it was such a perfect marriage of, you know, coming to Los Angeles, going to a big movie theater, having the ride of my life, and feeling just so, you know, so inspired. And that inspiration is a big part of why I have dedicated my life to telling stories and making films. So it's just like an incredible privilege to be on this stage and to be part of the legacy of Ghostbusters.
And Carrie, maybe you could talk a little bit about your character and how you got involved with the film?
I play Callie, the mom. Incidentally, my husband did see Scarface when he was very young, and if you know him, you know what that did to him. Jason called me after he called all the directors I'd worked with to make sure that I was funny, and then he invited me.
After they said you weren't, then you got the job?
That's a very serious mom part. And then I got to go in and read a script, and he said it was a big secret and something he had been scared to do, but then finally decided it was time. And I sat down, and it was a new Ghostbusters movie, and I was 3 years old when the original film came out, and I grew up in the Midwest, and my parents both worked, and I didn't go to the movies a lot, but it was on TV all the time. And I think what people don't remember about the original film so much is that it was it was very innovative for its time. Annie Potts talks about the first time she read it. And we hadn't really seen a lot of this genre blending that we've come to really look forward to and appreciate in other films. But this was one of the first times you had comedy and action and horror in one film. And nobody had read anything quite like that before. So if somebody calls and says you could be part of the new Ghostbusters movie, I think you just say yes. And I was just such a big fan of Jason's anyway, of his other filmmaking, and so I was really curious to see how he was going to pull this one off.
And Finn, who did you play in the film, and how did you get involved with the movie?
Yeah, I played Trevor, who was the son of Callie. Yeah. And
you just call me Mom.
Mom one. No, yeah, I got. He's this kid who's I think really looking for friends and wants to be a part of a community and wants to be accepted. And kind of finds that through moving to a new town and meeting other kids and also piecing together kind of his old family life and his roots. I got involved just from like a tape that came in, and it was like code name.
You didn't know what you were auditioning for?
No, I knew that it was you. I knew it was I obviously like loved Jason's movies, and I had no idea what I was auditioning for. But what's brilliant about it is that it wasn't like a scene with action or anything. It wasn't like talking about a ghost scene. It was just a scene between an older brother and a little sister.
The casting breakdown said this is just a movie about a family that inherits a farm, and it sounded really like one of my movies, right?
No, it did. Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, I didn't know what it was, and I think after I did the tape, I was kind of thinking in the days after, I was like, I wonder why it's so secretive. Like, I wonder why there's such a big code name behind it. And then I just heard that Jason liked it, and when I found out it was Ghostbusters, I really didn't think I was going to be cast because I was already in Stranger Things, and there was Jesus. Okay, so I had, not to make it about that, but I had worn the costume in an episode, and I thought, okay, well, maybe it might, maybe Jason, that might rub him the wrong way or something like that.
And it was good in the costume. I mean,
yeah, I guess that's what it was. But I immediately said yes, and it's for me the most amazing part about being a part of this franchise and is like the legacy behind it and feeling like you're actually a part of a family. That's my favorite part about being on set is being with people, and the fact that I got to be with the best people I've ever met, like on a set. It was amazing, and also being a part of like amazing rich history, it was great. So.
McKenna, preferably without plugging any of your other projects, could you talk about your character and how you got involved in the movie?
Sorry, really, can I say this is insane to be here? I've always wanted to go to Comic Con and to be here with Ghostbusters. I see people in costumes and I can't stop crying, I'm sorry. But I play Phoebe, I'm the girl that picks up the proton pack. She's just this weird, awkward little girl, and she has her brother and her mom, but she's different from them, and she goes to this farmhouse and she kind of is finding out who her family was and connecting to her grandfather who she never knew, kind of finding herself and well, secrets. But she kind of goes to this farmhouse and rediscovers who her family is. Connects to something. Thank you.
Logan, you played the character of Podcast, as Gil referenced earlier. Tell us a little bit about him and how you got involved with the film.
Well, my character, he's very extroverted. He likes to talk a lot. He's funny even when he doesn't want to be. Some people laugh at him, but he doesn't care. He'll express his ideas. He believes in like mysteries and the Illuminati, lizard people and such. So this outward guy who nobody talks to meets up with, you know, Phoebe, the complete opposite of his characteristics, and they just become good friends. And the way I got this job, I remember this is like 8 months after I stopped my acting classes. I got this audition. I saw, oh, boy, girl. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. I saw the script. I was like, okay, I like this. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. It's okay.
By the way, this is Logan's first movie ever.
Yeah.
He was. Do you hear how it sounds like he's done 70 movies. He's kind of put off by it at this point. But he was in a FedEx commercial before this.
A FedEx thing where they train the people. One of the FedEx training videos.
It wasn't even a FedEx commercial. It was FedEx Industrial. And he showed up on set like it was this 70th movie. He would be there with the sides. He's like, oh, is this what we're doing today? All right, you're gonna do it? I'll stand. All right, cool, let's do this.
Oh, it was such a mystery. And I turned in the tape, and then here we are.
And if you can follow that, Celeste, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your character and how you got the role.
Yes, my character is Lucky. She's badass. She is the only one here who's actually from Somerville. She's from the small town that the family moves to, and she's kind of over it. She's like, I'm looking for fun, I'm looking for adventure, I want out of my small town. And when she meets Trevor, she finds that. It's like the perfect match. And I also didn't know anything about this project throughout the auditioning process. I think the role said teen girl. And I was in school at the time too, and I had an exam the day that the tape was due. And I was like, guys, I really have to study for this exam. Is it okay if I just pass on this? And they were like, no, you should really do this audition. And I was like, okay, I ran to my dorm, literally after the library, after studying, taped it, and when I found out it was Ghostbusters, I was like, oh my god. I would have put in way more time into that subject if I had known. But I mean, it's such an honor. I'm so grateful to be here.
And with the Ghostbusters movies, there's so much great, there's so many great props and uniforms, and you've got the Ecto-1, and a lot of this has been sort of featured in the materials that's out there. But I guess this is a question for the cast. What's it like, to be on the set and someone hands you a proton pack or says get in this uniform or drive this car or whatever?
Yeah, just drive this car.
Well, because Finn,
yeah, that's what Sony gave me the keys and they were going, you just drive it. It's fine. Take her on the block.
Finn, you're a man of a certain age. I mean, you must have a driving license, I imagine. So I assume you're driving around.